All right, looks like we're live. Good morning, everybody. It's Tom Hughesby here, and today we're going to cover part 2 of Pages That Pop. And basically, there's been some new additions, some exciting new additions to Ingresso Cybernetico with the custom funnel landing pages, basically, that are specific to each business center. So I'm blown away by it, how awesome they are, and the professional video they have done. So I want to show you again how to set up a funnel, and we're going to use those pages as the landing pages. So after somebody opts in, or like use it as a thank you page, so you can custom tailor. So say you're at the 300 business center, right? And instead of running through a funnel that went to the regular sign up page where they had all those different options, where they might just buy the 50 and the 100, or they might skip over 300 and buy the 500 that maybe you're not at yet, right? So in this example, I'm talking about that you want to build the 300, right? So this is exciting news. You can pick that funnel. I'm going to show you where to do it from right there, or that page and that video that only talks about all the benefits of Ingresso Cybernetico at that $300 level. And then they click the buy button, the register button, they're going to buy that $300 level, right? So that'll put you closer into cranking out those $900 paychecks over and over and over again, right? Maybe you want to have separate funnels. Maybe you want to have, you want to run everything through the $100 funnel or through the $500 funnel. You know, this is how you're going to set that up. So over here on the right, of course, you have the chat. You can go ahead and ask questions. I like to have the chat in private. So you can set yours to public or private. It's up to you. But I think it's less distractions for the viewers if you do it in private mode. So I see it, and then I'll answer out for everybody, and I don't have to mention your name in case it's a personal question or anything, okay? So let's get started. I'm going to set up my screen share, and we'll get going right away. We're going to spend about 20 to 30 minutes on the training part and take a few questions, and then we'll go ahead and end it for now, okay? Again, as far as that video challenge goes, we started that last week. If you haven't seen Pages That Pop Part 1, go back and watch that. It'll be in your back office. There'll be a link for it, or if there's not a link there yet, you'll find it on the Ingresso Cybernetico YouTube channel. The video challenge basically was 2 videos a week. You can use screen capture software, or you can be yourself and just get out there. Try and make the best videos you can. You can make videos that you would use on an opt-in page. You can make videos talking about Ingresso Cybernetico or another business if you just use our tools and we're not your primary, right? So either way, just 2 videos a week. And also in that other video I talk about, you can actually email me that video and I'll check it out for you and give you a like on YouTube and just get you a little bit of traction that way. So let's go ahead and dive right in here. Let me set my screen share and we'll get going. All right. Okay. I'm assuming you guys can hear me okay. So if for some reason you can't hear me okay, everything looks like it's working on my end. But if you can't hear me, let me know in the chat, okay? I'm going to go right to, let's see if you can see it. There we go. Present to everyone. There we go. All right, so from your back office, let me slide this over a little bit here so I can see both at the same time in case you got a question. From your back office there, right? I'll make this a little smaller. Once you're on your dashboard, what you want to go ahead and do is click right there on the dashboard. You'll click my referral links, and it takes you to this page right here. Okay, so if you haven't watched these yet, you can go ahead and you can watch all of them if you want, or just pick one. But of course, you still have the English, and then a regular link, and then the English homepage link, and then you have a Portugal referral and a Spanish referral link as well, right? You can set up your funnel URL right there, but then you also have the different business centers up through the $3,500 business center. And what that is a custom video, right, that plays and that talks about just that business center. So just like Dwayne was talking about in his CEO updates yesterday, if you were on that, if not, I suggest going to that's probably on his YouTube channel. Go to Dwayne Golden's YouTube channel and watch those CEO updates. Or from your back office, there's a page towards the bottom there, right above that Prodigy bar button, that you can go ahead and click that last email. It'll have the link to it and whatnot. So definitely want to stay up to date on all the exciting stuff going on with Ingresso Cybernetico, because guys, the price hasn't been raised. It just keeps getting better and better every month. So really excited about that. But anyways, you just grab this link right here, okay? So for this example, I'm starting going through every single one of them individually. You obviously can set them all up individually. I'm going to talk about just the 300, all right? That's kind of a really good sweet spot. Not too expensive, not too lack of commitment. They don't have one for the 50 because in reality, the regular one goes to the 50 first, right? But I wouldn't mess with the 50. I would go the 100, 300, 500, 1500, 3500 right now, okay? They will be setting up one for the $7,500 level in the future, guys. All right, so let's see if you can see this right here. I'll stop the video when it starts playing, but you get an idea. Let's see if you can see that. Yeah, so you can see it there. So check it out. You got the timer right there. It's running. And you got a really nice professional video. And when this timer hits 0, the button pops up where they can enroll. And they're going to click the button right there, and they can go over and enroll right directly to you in that one business center. They don't see any of the others until after they're on the inside. So to me, this is huge. You can really tailor your funnels to be custom. So if you're talking about earnings, you can talk on, you're doing the $300 level, right? Talk about $900 paydays, all right, while you build up a residual income. You can talk about, I mean, it's just great because you can do it anyway. And then inside your emails, you can do a downsell, right? Say that they didn't enroll yet on then, you know, maybe day 7, the 7th exposure. Hey, you haven't enrolled yet. Maybe you're a little short on cash. You know, dip your toe in the water for $100 right here, or for $125, because of course you're paying $25 for the monthly too. But let's just dive right in, guys. So I've been asked to cover some basic funnel setup again, and then be here for questions as well. So we're going to start right now. This is going to be our landing page. So I'm going to leave this one up right here. But I want to start by creating the campaign first. So say, for example, you guys were either doing this yourself or you're going to have Prodigy Bar do it for you. If you remember Prodigy Bar, we're going to break it down into tasks, kind of, because there's basically it doesn't really matter what order you do it in, as long as it's correctly when you're done. But let's put it this way: you're gonna, when you're building your opt-in page, you got to have the code for Magic Responder, so you might as well do Magic Responder first. And if you already know what your landing page is going to be, if you're going to use one of these, then that's fine. You already got it created. If you're going to make a custom page that they go to after they opt in, then go ahead and make that over there in lead pages or whatever too, right? And same thing with Cybernetical Live, because I mean, like Dwayne was saying the other day, it's very powerful. People might be more apt to register for a webinar than they would even for a regular capture page. So that, and you can put your list code for Magic Responder right there on the backside of a Cybernetical Live webinar page right there. So even if you didn't do a live webinar, it was a recorded one that you got from somebody on your team or whatever, you could still build a list with that, and that is huge. To me, that is why Ingresso Cybernetico, or if you're just a Cybernetical Live affiliate, you came in from that way and you're not part of Ingresso Cybernetico. Either way, right? It's the most powerful tool suite on the market today. So let's dive right in. We're going to create the campaign first, okay? Oh, I had to get a sip of coffee there. I tell you what, I had some coffee in the evening, and normally I don't do that, but I was out yesterday, so I didn't have my first cup of coffee till 7 p.m., and I was up all night long, so I'm really groggy this morning. Anyway, so let's type in the campaign name. So let's just do, what day is today anyways? If you're watching this live, it is October 9th. If you're watching the recording, that's cool too. If you're watching it live, guys, make sure you get on that meeting tonight at 9 o'clock. There's been some awesome value with the trainings in that Women in Power series. All right, so I'm just going to call this one October 9th training, right? Manager name, I'm just going to put my name in there. Of course, you would put your name in there. And please don't use this email. I'm just using a real one, though, because I actually want to test this out when I'm done, right? Company name, I'm going to put my name. If you had a, no, I'm going to put company name. So you could use your name in there, or if you have a company name, you can put that in there, whatever you want to do, right? And then what do I want to use for URL? Let's use, where is it? There we go. I'm going to use this for the company URL, right? Because that's the one we're focusing this on, the $300 business center, right? And you can put your name in here as well. All right, now here's an important part: name of, or email of sender, not name of email sender, right? But email of sender. This needs to be a professional email, and I don't mean that the Google or Yahoo is not professional, but those are free emails. All right, that with the way the email providers are running right now, if you're sending those out and it's from a Gmail or from a Yahoo, it's like they end up in the spam folder more often than not nowadays, even more so than they did 6 months ago, right? So what you want to do is own your own domain and set up your email through that domain and make sure it works properly. So I like to use one on a domain that I own, right? So I do that. I'm not doing text marketing on this one, so I'm not entered a mobile number. That's all good up there. So which page of your website do you want to send people after they confirm? All right, for this example, this is all about the $300 level. I'm going to send them here before they even confirm in case they use a bogus email. So at least I have a chance to sell them that $300 level. Because this example we're training on today is all about making $900 paydays over and over and over again. All right, so if we can do that once or twice a week, it's pretty good living, right? And it's going to keep building up the rest of it as well, because you'll start to fill in the rest as you go. All right, so I want to use that link right here on the custom confirmation link. So I didn't have to go build a special page. I used the new ones that Ingresso made that are so awesome, and that video is very good. And then on which page you want website to send people when they unsubscribe their subscription. So you can leave it by default when they unsubscribe, or you can put a custom web page in here, right? And for this example, I'm going to put the same page in there. I get one last chance. They're unsubscribing. I'm like, are you sure, guys? Did you miss this video? You know? Something like that. So they get one last chance to see it. You don't have to do that. You can leave it. Most people are going to leave it on default, and normally I probably would, but this is it's good to sometimes it's good to mix it up a little bit, right? All right, so you got that right there. You could even make a custom one, and it has a video that you put in. Hey, sorry to see you go. I was trying to share some cool value with you that you can use to build any business whatsoever, and I think you're missing out. And then you can have this your last chance. Click that button below. Get started with me right now. Maybe it's a downsell at that point, and you use the $100 level or something like that, right? So that's one way of doing it. Let's do that. Let's not do it right now just for time purposes. But you could make a custom page that said that and then had a button that linked over to that $100 level. Where is that? The $100 level page, right? Here we go. To this one here. So that would be kind of cool to do. Let's just show that page instead. So downsell, they're unsubscribing. See if they'll watch it. Probably not, but who knows? But at least it gives them something that's $200 less if they're leaving one last chance. Put your name in here, right? Now, at the time of this video, you still have double opt-in required. Any day now, you're going to have the option of going to single opt-in. So it's totally up to you. And you pick your time zone. I'm in Eastern. I don't think we fall back yet for a few more days. And I'm going to use my name here. You can put your name there, of course, right? Guys, go ahead and type in any questions you guys will. You can message them to me over there. And then after this is done right here, you filled all this in. The email of Campaign Manager, this doesn't have to be professional. The one that's important, because this is the from email, right? And why, you hover over that question mark. This email will appear to subscribers who may reply to this address, right? And it also increases deliverability to be from a professional email. It's very important because I'm telling you, use Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail, all those free ones, especially AOL, right? It's 90% chance of going in the spam box. So you want this greatly increases your deliverability using a professional domain that you own email, right? Well, that's loading. I'm grabbing a drink of coffee here. All right, so you got an idea how that works now. You've created the campaign. We haven't put any messages in there yet. Let's go over and do an opt-in form now, right? So create opt-in form. And I haven't activated it. You notice it said inactive. So now 99% of the time, what you're going to want to do on these to increase your opt-in percentage is do email only. A lot of guys are asking, oh, can we put the name in there? Put the name in there. That's fine, but you're going to slice your opt-ins by half because people don't want to tell you their name. They may have 3 different emails, but at least it's an email they check every now and then, right? Maybe it's not the one on their phone, but they still have it on their computer. And they don't want to be bothered by a bunch of spam stuff because, I mean, if you're out there watching this, right, you know, with the Canned Spam Act, everyone's supposed to have an unsubscribe link at the bottom of their email. Every one of us that's a marketer that's been doing it for more than a day or two has been on a list at some point in time, no matter how you got there, that did not have an unsubscribe link, and you can't figure out how to get off the darn thing. So that's why people become skeptical and annoyed, and they don't want to stick their name in there, right? Maybe they just want to check out what you got going on without you knowing who they are. Who knows? And then if you show them enough value, they'll still sign up. That's cool. So anyways, long story short, we're just doing email and submit button. All right, because we're using the pages over on the lead pages or IC funnels, if you will. Well, it's about to be called here in a few days. Now, form name, I'm just going to put training October 9th. Okay. Confirmation URL was the 300, remember? That's where we want them to go, the $300 page. So we're going to delete that right there. Unsubscribe, we're wanting to use $100 landing page. In this example, probably be better to make a custom page and then has a button that links over to that, right? As a downsell, that's probably a good idea. And then thank you URL. I'm using the $300 one there again as well. So you guys, so the whole thing, the way I'm using these right here is I'm capturing the lead first. Fair enough? This timer's almost done, so you'll see how the button pops up here while we're doing this video. Next time I bounce over there, right? Click done right there. All right. So that part's done. This is what we're going to use over there on IC lead pages. Or I'm going to show you if you're doing a webinar too, where to put it. All right, just in case you didn't know. Now we haven't put any message in there yet, and we haven't activated this yet. So before we use this, we want to make sure we at least have one message in there. All right. Or we want to make sure that we have it activated. So let's copy this, go back over to autoresponder, and that training right there, we want to go ahead and activate the campaign. We can actually put a message in there later. As long as it's active, we're fine. So then over to IC lead pages. Make sure you can still see everything. All right, good, good, good. All right, so now we're setting up a custom sales funnel. This is geared towards a $300 level. We're using the $100 level as a downsell. So here we go. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and make an opt-in page. So let's scroll through here and see which one of these we might want to use. All right, we'll play around with it, see what works best. Right about now, it's starting to cool off where I'm at here in Kentucky, and I'm thinking a beach looks pretty good. Let's use this one right here. Time to head to Florida for a little vacation time, right? Those of you that already live down there, you are lucky. Let me tell you. All right, so we're going to hide that image right there. You guys already know how to customize this, and in the notes that I put out in the other training, there's some words I use that are action words basically that help sales along. So you can incorporate that into here. So cater something to $300 level. We're going to try and keep this training to about 30-35 minutes. I know you're busy, so we're not going to go through and customize all the writing, but you know how to do that. Customize it right there. Type in whatever you want. Click show. Click done. Right. Show me the video. You can change that by clicking that right there. Change the verbiage. Right. You can change this right here, right there. This is just basically saying your information is not going to be sold. You can change that up. Legal information right there. Of course, you would want to change that. You wouldn't want to leave it icpages.com. I mean, you could, but I would put your own domain on there. So for this example, I'm using this fictitious domain here. So already had .com in there. All right, so just something like that, right? And then you got that part done. So what you want to do up here is name it. All right. $300. Let's just name it that. So then you kind of remember, hey, that's a $300 level funnel, right? SEO settings. And title, that's what's going to show up in the tab up here. All right. $900 payday, something like that. Whatever you want to use for keywords, let's just stick Ingresso. All right. Cybernetical Live. That's done. I'm not using a tracking code or exit pop-up. Autoresponder service. So we're using Magic Responder, right? Which you'll see more incorporated into these. But we're going to paste in that form ID that I copied earlier where I showed you. And then redirect URL, right? This is where they're going to get redirected, whether they've confirmed their subscription or not. And if you're seeing this video after you're able to do it without having confirmed opt-ins, then of course they're going to go there anyways. But we're going to use this $300 level. So at least you've captured a lead, whether it's a real email or not, right? But you've captured a lead. And then we're going to go ahead and direct them over there so you got a chance to sell them something. Okay? So once all that's done, your page is basically ready to go. You just want to go ahead and click publish. All right, and then this would be the page that you used right there. They opt in. They're going to get sent an email to the email address that they use where they can confirm their subscription. All right. Also, immediately when they click that button, they're going to go to this page right here and watch it. And as you see it counted down now, it's like 6.5 minutes roughly. They can click that to get started, and I'll show you where it takes them. All right. Take them right to the sign up page for that $300 level. Okay. All right, so now I want to show you roughly the same thing in Cybernetical Live. And if you guys got questions, go ahead and type them over here for me, all right? Now, Cybernetical Live, if you were going to build a new webinar, all right, so let's just go ahead and do it right now. And this one, demo training. This part will show up in the link, all right? And it will also just kind of let you know which one it is. It's not the title on the registration page or anything, all right? Set time zone, wherever you're at. Now, Magic, I think I still got that copied, do I? No, I don't. Let me go back and grab that, okay? So now I got to go back and get that again because I want to capture that lead, right? So to get that again, I'm going to go back under, I'm using October 9th training demo part right here. I'm going to click Manage Form and go Manage Opt-in Form, right? So it's going to show me the opt-in forms I have for that campaign, which is only one. This is the form ID I want to grab right here. This works really well, guys. I tested it out the other day, and this is a phenomenal way to build a list. All right, so back over Cybernetical Live, this is where I want to put that right there. Okay. Now I can decide if I want to do this live or recorded. Say I was setting up a recorded one, right? Because I think that's a phenomenal way. You could even do a really cool training that looks like you're on a Hangout, but it's recorded. So if you had anything you wanted to edit out, maybe you got a little tongue-tied or something like that, or I mean, let's face it, life happens. You got a dog scratching at your door wanting to go outside and go pee, or a kid yelling and screaming through the house, and you edit that part out later and put it together. That's what's cool about the recorded stuff. You can have a more polished copy when you go ahead and submit it out to your fans, right, to your viewer base. So let's say we're going to do this right here, and pick one of these you want to stick in there and whatnot, right? Pick how many times you want to run a day, and pick the time you want to run today, all right? So something like that right there. And the important part, you guys have seen videos how to set up Cybernetical Live webinars, but I wanted to make sure that you saw that you could do this with live or recorded and actually put that same form ID right in there. All right, so you can start building a list that way. It'll capture it over here. You say view subscriber list, you go down, you know, a few weeks later, this number will keep growing right there. You'll be building a list over there as well. And of course, you can send broadcast messages to them as well. So that's in a nutshell what I want to show you guys on what to do right now, basically, because there's some killer sales funnels over there, and with these custom pages that they have going on right now, like right here, it should really help increase your business, or at least customize it to where you're bringing in people at the level you want them to go to. So maybe right now you've just cycled the 50, so there's nobody there, right? Maybe you got one left to cycle the $100 business level, and you got two left on the 300, for example, right? So then maybe you want to run a funnel for the $100 level, and with an upsell to the 300 built into that in your email messages, right? And then maybe you want to run a $300 funnel that so many days into it, you got to downsell to the 100, you know? So you're kind of working it two different ways, and you can split your traffic between the two of them to see which one converts better, but you're focusing on where you want to hit it. And of course, once everyone gets started, they can buy whatever level they want in there, and you're going to switch them over after they've enrolled and reach out to them, and then kind of tell them exactly what the value is. Say you're also at the 500 and the 1500. You want to show them the value there, so you want to get them on the phone and connect with them, right? I mean, granted, you may not be able to talk to everybody on your team if you got thousands and thousands and thousands of people on your team, but your personal sponsorships, people you bring into the business directly, you probably want to talk to them at least once or twice and get to know them a little bit, find out what their needs or wants are, and develop a plan for them to get it using the business you just sponsored them into, which in this case is Ingresso Cybernetical. So who here has got great value out of the training right now? Type in a number 6. Cool. Y'all, thanks for putting your chat on private too. We see a lot of 6s popping up. But yeah, so I want to answer any questions you guys have, and we'll just kind of go from there, right? There, I can see you again now. Anyways, guys, type your questions in over there right now. You can leave them on private. I'll answer them, whatever you have going on there. Yeah, that's available for everybody right now. Uh-huh. It's available for everybody. So the pages I was showing had the 100, the 300, 500, 1500, 3500. Each one of those videos are different. It talks about only that level. So that's how powerful you can create. You can have a funnel sub for each one, have it ready to go, and then you decide which one you want to promote the most, which one you want to divert most of your traffic to. Of course, in broadcast messages, follow-up messages, whatever you can always do whatever you want inside of there, right? And it's just capture the lead first and focus on where you want the emphasis to be, which, I would focus on $100 level or higher, of course. Alrighty. You know what? Yeah, guys. So remember to just make sure you send those videos from that video challenge, because I want to see them and support you guys on it. Send them to just tomhusby@me.com. It's my Apple email, so it won't clog up my phone or nothing, but I can check it a couple times a week and give you guys some thumbs up over on YouTube. All right, and maybe leave you a good comment. So really want to see you using video because it's powerful. You can do video a bunch of different ways. You can do it with your smartphone. All right, you can do it with screen capture software, depending on what kind of computer you have. You can also pick a good background. Obviously, if I was doing a video, I wanted to use a sales video or something, I would have a better background than this yellow wall. If at all possible, I'd go maybe if I live near a beach, I'd go there, or a park with a lake or something like that. Maybe just right now it's fall and Kentucky leaves are changing, so that'd be good. Have a nice scenic background. You can be walking through the woods or something, but just maybe you can be in your car someplace, right? It's just something that's more interesting than always being in the same boring room of the house. Like my office is kind of the backdrop. I leave it blank, so it's no distractions when I'm doing training, of course. But it does get kind of boring. You don't want it busy where it distracts people, but it's good to have something interesting enough to keep them going. And remember, in the videos that you're doing, you want to go ahead and have the formula that I laid out in those notes. You want to use that because basically, I'm not going to go through the whole training again. Make sure you watch the Pages That Pop Part 1, because we do cover that video challenge, and I want to be here to help you guys with that going forward. So definitely do that. And in that other video, you'll have access to my notes. If you don't have the notes from that training, it kind of covers some of the stuff we went over again today too, but we did some updates today with the new funnels available, or the new landing pages, right? That are business level specific. So you can also request that. Just send me an email and I'll send you the link. Yeah, tomhusby@me.com. I'll check that twice a week or something. All right. I don't see any other questions popping in, and it's been just about 30 minutes. So we're kind of going to go from there, wrap it up. So hopefully this helps you guys. Make sure, if you want to have Prodigy Bar do this stuff for you, and that's what Prodigy Bar is set up for. Dylan and I have a staff set up to do those type of things. So you just go in and schedule a task. So an example of a task would be one, create the campaign for me. You could even have them, when they're creating a campaign, upload the messages that you have for them. And there's messages in the resource area that you can modify and use. If you have a share code already, maybe somebody in your upline has a share code set up, and then you can tell the Prodigy Bar staff member, whoever's working on your task for you, right? You can have them upload that for you and whatnot. You can go through existing funnels, maybe schedule a task to edit your existing funnel that Prodigy Bar created for you, or if you do it yourself, and then start switching out the links instead of going to the main homepage. Now you want them to go to that 300 or the 100 or the 500 or the $1,500 link, the new link that are back there. So that's one task, all right? Then maybe you want to have one task would be set up a nice looking capture page. Tell them what campaign you want to link to, okay? So things like that. So just make sure you go ahead and once you have Prodigy Bar, whether you have 1, 2, or 3 tasks a week, you schedule it out and do it in tasks like that, all right? Because just for an example, a task is not build me a capture page, a thank you page, set me up a campaign, upload these different emails, make sure that proofread these emails. That's several tasks together, all right? So make sure you break it up into different tasks so they can get your stuff done efficiently and quickly for you. And like I said, get those videos done, because once you guys start doing them, they're going to become easier and easier and easier, all right? And you can start to incorporate in almost subliminal sales messages. Use those words I sent, because I think I have them in the notes too. So anyways, if you don't have the notes from that last training that covers this one as well, you want to get those from me, just send me an email and I'll send it out to you. And you have a great day. Again, if you're watching this live, make sure you get on the webinar tonight, Women in Power. day 5. Bye-bye now.